just gonna open up, see what we put as our roles.
You guys, this traffic.
Are you still in it?
Yeah.
Your audio is great for being in traffic.
Really?
Yeah.
It's my car Bluetooth.
Like, how long have you been sitting in traffic for? It's like an hour now?
Then an hour and 15 minutes.
Ow.
And it's
Jeez.
normally, like, without traffic, it's a, like, 32-minute drive. But traffic here is, like, you know how everyone thinks that, like, where they live has the worst traffic?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this place actually does. Like, it's unreal.
It takes me
Miami's pretty
15
bad,
minutes
too.
to get to work like, every day, and I love it.
Oh, that's so cool for you.
I don't
on a
need
bad day, it's like 25 minutes.
I know.
I'm gonna be really mean to say that I can leave my house at 7:50 and get to work by 8. But
Okay, everyone.
At least 7:40, and I get there by like 8:10 at the worst.
You guys
Yeah.
are the worst.
You guys are so privileged.
I can't mute. It's just not in my nature. Like people
I
are
can't
like,
wait
oh,
to get out of Miami. You really have, like, everything is always under construction. Everyone drives like they still live in Honduras. It's so terrible.
Oh, Lord.
okay, so I'm looking at the roles. So we have that everybody's basically getting 5-minute chunks of time. So Paige and I are starting with as staters for pro and con, basically the introduction, 5 minutes each. I already wrote the con stater introduction.
Yeah, I'm going to work on the pro stater stuff
Yep.
tonight.
So everything else is pretty much except for your guys' summary. So for the pro summary is the last pro stater like role.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will just kind of have to split that up between like however you want to do it. It was easier for Matt and I because we literally just go back and forth.
Right.
Since there's just the two of us. But I put you guys as all three of you doing that, but you don't have to necessarily have all three. I just figured it would be a nice way to get you guys each a little bit more time if the professor is like counting the minutes that everybody's talking. I didn't want to make it seem really uneven.
Right. So we're essentially just like summing up our arguments that are we summing up all of the arguments or just the ones that like
I think in the debate like outline what it said that the pro and con staters do at the very end is basically salvage any arguments that they still have after they've been attacked.
Okay.
So you can like pull in any loose ends, like it's a final rebut, but then also like summarize. But like, no, really, we don't think you should give gifts because these like so it seems like it's mostly just a summary again, but you're also having to go off of what
Right.
for the other side said about your arguments.
Okay. And we have 4 main arguments each, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So it'd be cooler if there were 3.
And helps you fluff out your 5 minutes of time.
Right.
If you're free.
Okay.
I mean, somebody can really quickly, there's probably 2 kind of simpler arguments and then 2 that could be fleshed out a little bit more.
That's true.
And then you guys could each, somebody picks to do 2 and then however you want to do that. So I think my plan for this weekend will be, or before next week, to write out my con attacker outline. I talked to my sister who was in this class and she's like, oh, we scripted the whole thing. She's like, we wrote and they got an A on the assignment. So I think as long as we don't sound like robots reading from a script.
Right? Like just
That's my
like
basic
misreading
idea.
it and like then going back and being like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, like just casually read.
Yeah.
Like you're reading a great work of fiction instead of a research.
Make it look like we're having a conversation a little bit, and then we should be fine.
Right.
Not at like appropriate times. Like I'm listening to you. That's a novel idea that I definitely didn't think you'd written down before.
I have never read it.
So if everybody goes into the debate outline that's on Drive, you'll find like what your role is again, and like how we split up the argument. So if we could just each write your outline for that before the end of the week, that would be awesome. I think that would let us do a pretty solid dry run. Matt brought up the really good point that we should probably do that like when we do our practice, and then when we do our final, like, let's not do it on a Thursday night so our poor East Coast people aren't up till like midnight talking about ethics, because that sounds like
It's really fun.
It's like that's the kind of stuff that makes you like unethical, you know?
yeah. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and I'm gonna drink the bottle of wine that I was given while I'm on the job.
Just like bringing my flask to work. I mean, as long as they don't see it, it's not unethical, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That wouldn't work because eventually one of the kids is gonna drink out of it.
It's
If
like,
I put my mouth on it,
kid is
somebody
gonna
is gonna
go
put their
on
mouth on it too.
No. My kids, we're not doing it. No kids. That's Mr. Matt's water bottle. Do not touch it. It's got special flavoring.
Yeah. Like,
do you guys when you said that you wanted to meet on Saturday? Did you mean this Saturday?
no, I was thinking probably next.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, it's like next week we
Okay.
probably don't need to meet on Thursday unless people want to meet for like a 10-15 minute chat or something. But yeah, Saturday maybe do our dry run next week.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Next week. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
next week works. I'm just not going to be in town this weekend.
Yeah.
I took the quiz. If anybody hasn't taken it, it's not bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was gonna ask, like, it seemed like the first one wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I was mostly
Are we
just
being- are we
really
being
excited
recorded?
about that. Here, let me stop it.